Okay, this is something I've been thinking about for the group sevens. And I know if you're here, it's because A, you're group seven, and B, you've been thinking the same exact thing, which I think completely speaks to group seven. We are so connected. We are a hive mind. We are intuitive, and we're all having these same thoughts. I think the reason why the group seveners have completely jumped on this train and ran with it and like headed down the track careening at full speed with no shits to give is because we have experienced loss and isolation over the last few years of our awakening. I don't know about y'all, but my awakening started in 2018. So it's been exactly 7 years of my awakening, which I think is crazy. And in that time, I've had to lose a religion that provided me community my entire life. I lost a 2 decades long marriage, which provided me a semblance of safety because it was what I knew and it was routine and it was a habit. I lost an entire group of friends who left that religion with me. Sorry, throat chakra was closing up there. There's some trauma around that if you can't tell. Lost an entire group of friends that all left that religion with me and jumped into like an entirely new timeline. So with all that loss came amazing synchronizations and like up leveling. Like I married my divine counterpart. We're working in this business that we've created together that's projected to just like pop off. And I'm living in this amazing space of like manifestation and like calling in my greatest life. However, there has been a lot of loss. And I think my whole life I've gone through these patterns and these cycles of loss. And I think if you're a group 7, you can completely relate. I will get into social groups. I'll be well beloved. I'll have a lot of friends. I'll feel really good about myself for a little while. And then it all goes to shit. So whether that's them taking themselves out of my life, which has actually never really happened except for this last year. These friends literally just took themselves out of my life for no reason. Like there's literally no beef and they just took themselves out. But before that, it was, I would get in these groups and I would like feel accepted, throat chakra. I would feel accepted. And then all of a sudden, like I would get bored. I would get bored with them, or I would recognize like they're kind of toxic. I don't really know if I want to be in this group, and I would take myself out. So like, it's not always somebody taking themselves out. Sometimes I would take myself out of these groups, but I've just never really fit in. Like I've never really had a tribe. And I think my whole life, like I have really struggled because I've wanted to be part of a group. And at times I was in a big group and I was kind of the leader of that group. Okay. And not in like I'm going to be Regina George type of way. I'm going to correlate like everybody together and bring everybody together. Like that's the way that I view leadership in a social group, is like, you're there to like help people feel loved. You're there to help people feel accepted and part of the group. And every single time I can honestly say like I did that in my groups that I was in and I was kind of the leader of. Like I brought people together, I made their lives better, I made them feel more loved. However, I never stayed in a group for very long because I just didn't feel like something would happen where I would have to be out solo. Okay, so if you're in group 7, this has happened with you. And I never really felt like understood until I met my husband. I never really felt like people understood me. I never really felt like people understood what I was about. Like I was misunderstood a lot. So if you're in group 7, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you feel like people think the worst of you. Like people think you have the worst intentions. People will hate on you for no reason. You have secret haters. Like in this very moment right now, I have people that send my videos to each other and laugh at me and talk about me. Like if you're in group 7, you feel this way. Like, and I don't understand why. I'm just out here trying to survive and like honestly thrive, do my best to be vulnerable and like stand on my life's purpose. And people hate that. If you're in group 7, you get it. People hate your life's purpose. You really rub people the wrong way. And you're like, why? What did I do? Like, what did I do to you? If you're in group 7, you have said that to yourself your whole entire life. What did I do to them to cause this much ire towards me? What did I actually do to make them hate me this much? And like, why am I still living rent-free in their head when I've moved on and forgotten about them and they're still like hating on me? Why? Like, am I wrong on this? If you're in group 7, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? And so a lot of times you felt like oppressed and you don't know why. Like, you're just kind of like, not only do I not fit in groups, I take myself out of groups, I get kicked out of groups, but I feel like people like needlessly hate me for like unexplainable reasons. I don't know why. So you've had a lot of evil eye your way too on that same note. I do kind of know why people hate on me, because there's a lot of evil eye towards you when you're in group 7. People hate to see you win. People hate the light that you bring into a room. People hate your gifts. It threatens them. You are a mirror to people. If you're in group 7, you are a mirror to people. You always have been. And you put people off their game because they don't know how to deal with you, because you bring out their deepest insecurities just by you being you. You're not even trying to point it out. You're just trying to be out here living your life, and you still bring it out in them. So all of these reasons are why I think people in group 7 are like banding together and really trying to connect, because our whole lives we've felt misunderstood. Our whole lives we've felt like we're just out here we want to do what's best. We want to spread love. We want to, unify people. We want people to stand on business and be their best selves. And that's another thing that really gets them. Group 7ers, you've always been somebody that like sees the best in people. You see their talents and abilities and you remind them of them vocally. You're not afraid to like gas people up. But that really rubs people the wrong way, because a lot of times people, don't believe it. They don't believe what you're saying about them, because they don't have self-worth and identity. But on top of that, they resent you for seeing the things that they know that they inherently have or that they should have, and they're refusing to tap into. They're refusing to lock in. And so they resent you for reminding them that they're playing small, that they are not operating from their higher self. They resent you for that. So group 7, if you totally relate with this, give me a follow, because just like you, I am seeking tribe and community, and I'm seeking it with people that are on my wavelength, if you know what I mean. I'm done trying to fit into other wavelengths. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm ready to find people on my wavelength that get these principles and that live this higher life and these higher ideals of behavior. Another thing I'm going to say, and this might be something that's like a little bit of an outlier, so if you don't totally relate with this, that's fine. You're still invited to the party, the group 7 party, but I wrote off alcohol a long time ago. I wrote off alcohol not a long time ago, 9 months ago, but after a lot of years of partying, I just recognized how much it lowered my vibe and my frequency, and how it literally opened me up to spirits that, had undue access to me, and I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And so I stopped drinking. If that's you, welcome to the sober party. But group 7, I love meeting you all. I love connecting with you. I think there's a reason that we're all like wanting to be in each other's lives, because of all the reasons that I mentioned in this video. And I just thank you for being here. Ta-ta, group 7.